Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back here. I want to say thank you guys for sending a message on energy, feeling better. It is what it is. You can't control certain things. You can control certain situations inside of it. And I want to say again, thank you. Appreciate you guys with this. But as I go back into the astrology, and today we're gonna have a very beautiful, 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 beautiful. I will repeat this: beautiful divine energies with intuition. And before I go through the chart about the intuition, let me explain where this kind of like a misconception sometimes it's happening within the astrology about the differences between the female and the male intuition. So that way, the energy you can be better understanding within the reports there. The feminine intuition is working on the reasoning, the things that it's seen, the purpose. It is fulfilled with the need of manifestation in there. Since the moon is going to be at Cancer, the moon also represents the mother in there. That is reflecting within the masculine, the energies of the mother's relationship. Within a man, though, the moon in there, it represents the typical masculine intuition. That masculine intuition is sharp, as you know it. In there, we're talking about sharp-minded man. That is in the intuition comes in into the man that he knows the how. And when you have the why and the how, it all gonna come in together. We're gonna have a great divine guidance that it's gonna be coming in towards us with this, because Mercury, who is going direct right now, I mean, he's gonna be a stationary. You're gonna feel like communications are kind of like staying on one spot. Yeah, they're gonna be staying on one spot, so you can be able to get the proper messages of the shift. And that shift is gonna be ruling, particularly we're talking about with Venus. It's about the love that it's getting in there, the love in the family. But with this being said in there, picture within yourself, within what do you know about the intuition? Where your intuition is coming from? Are you getting this guidance that you need to do? Do you listen to that voice that's coming from above? That it's not belong, it's not you. Okay, that's what the guidance is. It's not what you want, because what you want, you see it from your perspectives, and your perspectives they could be, excuse me, they can be from and based of your needs of survival, not in a based of the needs of you to upgrade, improve, making it a better future for yourself, but after that for the legacy. What is a legacy? A lot of the people think that the legacy that is that about my kids, what I leave into my kids, and so forth and so forth. What it actually is what you're living in the legacy out into the world. And this is why the people who have a Cancer ascendant, mid-heaven ascendant in their Cancer, Cancerians, they came to do these things in there. Particularly the people who are double Cancerians, basically you're Cancer with ascendant Cancer in there. You guys know how that goes with this for within you. But looking at in this, sometimes too much intuition is just too much. When you have to learn to establish this balance in there, the moon is going to be squaring the north node, and it's going to be squaring the inner work that is going to be at 7 o'clock in the morning. That energy is going to be pointing out of what is it things that doesn't work. Okay, you need to take this positive, constructive criticism if you have to take it. Otherwise, that's going to be a block within what the work was done. Mercury is going to be with the ascendant at 7 o'clock in the morning. That is going to be this divine energies towards the moon and Venus. Venus is going to be looking at the point of let me redefine, let me remake, let me regenerate, let me rehabilitate things. But I have to put the new within. So with this energies there, particularly we're talking about with the Venus that's gonna be having this beautiful trine in there, you're gonna feel at 7 o'clock in the morning those energies to put something new in a perspective that you never had it from before. And hopefully that it's gonna be coming in from the learning that was with this beautiful moment of Mercury retrograde. So with that energy, later on at 8 o'clock energies there, you're gonna be seeing it at 8 o'clock. The sun is gonna be a little bit below the horizon, but that energy is with the moon that it's gonna be at 7 degrees and the Mercury it's 6 degrees. That is gonna push Mercury to really finally getting into the message towards you. As a midheaven, it's going to be at Libra. That is it, the relationships. What it's going to take you, what kind of relationship is going to take you to get where you need to go. You may gonna feel like a lot of the path of the life there. It is about this, I would say, I'll explain this a little bit. Let me put it the proper way. It's like I'm okay to go, but I have this little resistance within me. I have this hesitation, and that hesitation is gonna be coming from the sun. Is it really? Is it has to be? The doubt it's gonna be start seeing it within. There's gonna be this other side within you that is gonna be clouding your things, while the sun and ascendant they are gonna be looking for the divine energies from the guidance that it's gonna be and has been coming from Uranus. So with this energy, you're gonna go through the day. You're gonna be facing things inside of you. Midheaven at 9 o'clock is gonna be in Scorpio. That energy is gonna be trining Saturn and trining the Moon. A lot of the things of limitations is gonna be revealed. Let me go ahead and adjust. This is the energy of the mother. She's adjusting in there. You need to understand though that feminine energies a little bit more make the differences between I sacrificing myself and I am cooperating with the rest. Because when you sacrifice, you give so much, and there is later on you feel empty, you feel drained. Why? Because you give, right? In there, while you are cooperating, you are engaging within a cooperation. Whether there is a cooperation, there is a quality of give and take. It don't have to be drained. It's the same thing for the masculine intuitions is in there. When you are kind of like, okay, I see what you get. Here's what I'm thinking is. What do you think is about that? What is it the budget we can spend? Let's say you're working on a project in there. So you're going to be able to see those positive energies that's going to come because they're talking about growth. Because midheaven is in divine energies with Jupiter and Gemini. There's going to be this positive, constructive rethinking. Okay, you don't have to do it right now, but there's a positive, constructive rethinking as the Mars going retrograde. So Jupiter is still as a retrograde as well. All right, next hour. Midheaven is going to be at Scorpio, some of the shadow coming out. You go out of this shadow thinking in there. You kind of like created a plan. As long as you're not going against the universe. Okay, you may be putting your plans, your agendas, your things. Later on, that's going to cost you. And this is what happens with some of the people that they're fighting and they're trying to open a door that it's closed. This is going to be a highly effect in there because of the stubbornness of Capricorn. Ascendant is going to be at Capricorn, it squares Lilith, and it squares Chiron. You have now learned not to knock your head on the closed doors. You're hurting yourself, you're in pain because of doing of this. We're talking about you chasing something in there. And with this energy that is going to come, it is about that the inner work that it's been done at Scorpio is going to be leading to the proper way of doing in the seeing the stuff, the proper way you to get into the North Node. If you see at the pictures of the video, that is the man with the fishing boat, but that is also represents the man that goes in the trip within the river of life. What's happening if you're that man, right? So the river of life, it's gonna go. Those are the emotions. This is the water, because right now we have the moon, we have Saturn, we have a Neptune in there, we have the true Lilith that it's also at water, and the current inner work is also at water. A lots of emotional time, but controlling your emotions is gonna be helping you with this. And who's ruling the emotions? It's the moon. Okay, so in the next hour at 11 o'clock, you're probably gonna facing a lot of this blockages, these hesitations, this lack of growth. It's like, okay, we're doing this, but we're not growing. We're doing this, but nothing happens. We're trying this, but nothing goes on. Why? Saturn said, not now. The growth is not gonna happen now. Jupiter is retrograde. You need to rethink your growth. You need to go back into the drawing board. Mars is retrograde. You need to rethink your actions. Don't seek for the growth yet when you don't have put anything in there. You want to harvest, but you never put the seeds. You get it? You have to plant the seeds. But before you planted the seeds, you have to learn how to plant your garden. If you go into paradise, you have to plant your garden in there. You gotta be learning. Okay? It takes time. So be patient with yourself and others. That patience can cost you later on. We're talking about 12 o'clock. If you put that authority that you want things now, you want things your way, you want things to get there, the sun is going to be getting this hesitations and blockages. But if you put the divine understandings, if you take the energy of the sun, that authority that it represents with this, you're going to be able really to see what the universe has for you. And with the intuitions that it's working with Venus and Mercury, that is going to be really propelling ideas, new ways, inventions. All this is going to be starting towards it because that's what represents. Out learning, a new wave of seeing it that leads to evolutions in the family. That's what the finger of God points in there. Okay, Venus is in Aquarius. I am innovating. I'm in the space. I bring this new space energies into the family. I putting back God into the family, putting back the religions in a way into the family. Okay, but these new ways that it's coming with the philosophy that it's gonna come from Mercury in there, it's gonna be a very positive with this. Particularly, we're talking about with Mars, who is trinic Mercury retrograde. Okay, he's still a little bit on that after shadow period. So if you feel like you don't want to talk, that's where it comes in. It's the after shadow of the Mercury retrograde. All right, talking about 1 o'clock energies, the midheaven is going to be at Capricorn. It's going to be opposing the moon. And here is this conflict that can rise up in there. Let me put this little conversations in there. The feminine intuition is going to be saying we need this, 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 and the masculine energy, if the masculine intuition comes in, it says like, okay, here's how we're going to do it. Yeah, but this is going to be too much and so forth, and you start having a conflict instead of having a proper communications there. Okay. When you point out to the why without you knowing the how, learn to listen the how portions in there. The intuition may knows the how, but doesn't really have everything, as the masculine intuition knows the how. And this is where it's coming in, the need of this cooperation. A sense that it's replying into your work. Be mindful with your work relationships. Okay? Very mindful about it. Because sometimes in the work relationships, you have this little bit, oh, but that is a man, or that is a woman, they don't know what they're talking about. You take those things personally. Don't do that, because in this hour we are talking about 2 o'clock, that's going to be showing up the shadow, and the things that has not been healed. The midheaven is squaring the mean Lilith, and it is opposing Chiron. Because you have not healed this. You have not healed this personality in there of being in your way. As a feminine energies, that you want the why to be so much, and think of the how. About the dogs if you hear them, but they're playing once in a while. Okay. It's kind of like a proof for what I'm talking about, right? Okay. So in the next hour, that is going to be at 3 o'clock, midheaven is with Venus. Is every innovation goes smooth? Is every understanding goes smooth? Is everything between Mars and Venus going okay? The answer you already know is not. It's going to need some work. And who's going to do the work? That is a Mercury and the North Node. Very powerful moments, guys. If you overcome your emotions, if you're overcoming this understanding in there, if you're applying that let's not fight, but let's create, you're gonna be open that door that you're trying to open so hard. The door is gonna open on its own. Okay? Not like you're going in there and you're banging your head, banging with, that reminds me a little bit like a Flintstone in, Wilma, let me in, right? So this is kind of like an energies that you can picture it within yourself with this. But as the ascendant is going to be with Jupiter, that is about that you have to revise the power of the growth you have in the friendshipness. See, that friendshipness between Mars and Venus. Okay. All right. Ascendant is going to be still at Gemini in the next hour. The midheaven is going to be at Aquarius. A lot of things within the air. This could be leading with a little bit of inner work within the shadow. For this, as the moon it's beginning to rising up in the horizon, you're gonna feel this energies like I need to reconnect to the feminine. I need to feel what it is. Did I spoke something? Did I say something? Did I hurting the feminine side? Because I'm hurting on my feminine side, I'm hurting others. So this kind of like energies is gonna be start coming towards you. Okay, because those energies, the moon is going to be start squaring Lilith, the mean Lilith, with Chiron. And usually those moments, particularly we're talking about the Cancer energies, that is when you as an empath, because you know how it hurts, you're trying to help everybody, even if they don't ask you for your help. And then you're hurt again. But when you learn the proper ways in there, and when the people come for you for help, you help them out. Now you understand the value in there. The operate from proper empathy and from empathy in there that you actually hurting yourself. That is this opposition of mean Lilith with Chiron. But since the moon is there, you're putting additional pressure. Maybe like, oh, they did not help me, oh, made these situations in there. Very beautiful, powerful time of mother-daughter healing relationships in there. Or a feminine friends, okay? Very powerful moments if you need to heal something. And you're gonna feel this energy as it's gonna be coming in the next hour. That's gonna be at 5 p.m. Midheaven with Saturn. That it's gonna be you understanding the obstacles, right? But this divine energies that it's gonna come from the moon towards Venus, it's coming out to be very, very obvious. You see now. So the both Venus and the moon, they're gonna be seeing it there. If you have the masculine intuition, you're gonna understanding why did the reason was because there was a love. Okay, you always can figure it out the why and the how. But if you don't have the love in there, neither the why, neither the how will matter because you're doing it without the love. And this is gonna be this portions of renovating yourself. Okay, hopefully that happens for you guys. Let me know how it goes for you in the comments. All right, next hour. That is gonna be at 6 p.m. Okay, midheaven's gonna be with Neptune. Right now, Neptune is telling to the Sun is like, don't do anything crazy, don't do anything stupid, for whatever you're going for. Okay, you might go for getting a diploma, a relationship, or however that is. See these divine energies that it's coming towards you, and the ascendant that it's coming together with Uranus is going to be pointing into that. Put the divine back in a perspective in there. Put your soul, put your spirits, touch base within that. You have that power of the Stoicism philosophy there. The Sun is in Sag. The Stoicism is born there, but the Stoicism is performed where? In Capricorn. And master it and remaster it at Aquarius. That's where Pluto is. Hopefully you guys get it. All right, next hour, that is going to be a Mars coming out in the ascendant. Midheaven is going to be at Aries. That is a work on me. It's about me. Because I may did things for others, I may did that for others, but I need time for me. Okay? The healthy relationship is when you give space, time for your partner to have the personal me time. Okay? That's what it is. Because they need that me time to figure things out on their own. A lot of the intuition, though, can comes in from this, like, oh, we are family. Everything has to be together. Everything has to be like this. Everything has to. You're operating from the old unwritten rules in the society. See, the society has no written rules. Go ahead, check it out. Society have no written rules, but you are ruled by it. You are thinking about it. Because of what? Of society. Who can break the society? It's going to take some Aquarius energies there. This is why that energy between the intuition and Venus, it's going to be very healthy today. Very important points. All right. Next hour, that is going to be at 8 p.m. Energies, of course. Aries doesn't like things to be changed, but Aries love to evolve. When they understand that is going to be help them to get better. It's just like the little child then understand that all the time that it's crying and so forth is not helping. But you learning this when it's a 1 year old. Okay, a lot of the psychologists, they said that you teaching the baby an immediate response when the baby begins to cry. You need to let him cry for a little bit, that it's okay. It's nothing's gonna happen. And when it stops crying in there, you go ahead and see it. Oh, there you go. You take it, you take care of the baby, whatever the need is. You don't have to be really right away in there. And now this kind of like an energy is putting in more mature perspective within you that trine towards that philosophy, it is about the stoicism that you don't have to take immediate action. You have to understand the purpose of your action. Because when you do things without purpose, where you think you're going, you have not changed. So this energy is gonna come out later on. Maybe things in the material world is not great right now. We're talking about those Taurus energies there with Venus. Feel like, oh, I didn't have this love, I didn't have that love, particularly with the challenges within Mars. But it's about you to reinnovate yourself, reinnovate the power of love within you. Not the love you thought you should be according to the society, but what the love is there. And the love, the power of love, it shows up not in the good times, guys. It shows up in the bad times. That's the power of love. Okay? That's the power of love. And if you look at it in these material possessions in there, now the intuition is going to be working with Saturn to resolve it. Okay? You're going to be looking into the depth of the wisdom that Saturn has. He's the teacher. Okay? That's who he is. Like it or not, he is what it is. Okay, 10 o'clock, the midheaven still is going to be at Taurus. You're going to be resolving these issues with the help of who? The help of the universe. As long as you accept it. As long as you accept it. Because the authority that it's there, the sun, is, oh, I don't see these visions. I don't like these visions. I don't know what I'm going to be doing. That is the square towards Neptune, and that the square towards the North Node. North Node represent I am going to do. And now that squares within the authority, kind of like don't see it. You need to trust and have a faith within the divine, because the divine's energies, they are at Taurus. They are in sextile right here with the North Node, the same as the Neptune. So you're resolving through the divine, you're resolving your situations. All right, next hour, you're gonna be looking at to the friendshipness. Maybe you're gonna be feeling it like the friendshipness is tight, is not the proper friendliness, the things are not friendly, and so forth. Learn it, guys. Listen from within you. Not everything is black and white. Not everything has to be perfect. The only thing it has to be does it come from point of love. As said, right now we are going to have a Venus trining Jupiter and Dark Moon Lilith trining Jupiter. You're going to be seeing at these energies of both sides. It's coming in to revise the power of love. But don't forget about it that this is in the energies of dualities. Because right now these energies of dualities in Gemini and there, it squares Saturn. That squaring Saturn, it says like, there is a limits. Oh, well, I don't see that because it's dark. And here it's Mercury. I don't know how to communicate or how to express because I don't understand this. And here it's the energy of the ascendant at Virgo. I don't know how to organize it because I don't understand what I'm organizing. How can you understand something? You have to dive deep within. And this is why Jupiter is retrograde. And in the next kind of like pretty much give it a take 2 weeks when Jupiter is going to be staying there at 11 o'clock, around 11 o'clock, you're going to be facing exactly this energy. But that energy is going to be very healthy, helpful to you. Because this is how you are going to be unlearn to relearn the proper way of friendliness. Because the friendliness, that's where the love begins. That's how you're reconstructing the love in there. And a Venus is trining with Jupiter. Very powerful aspect in the astrology. Okay, guys. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your comments and thank you so much for the sending the energies. And I will be come back and talk to you tomorrow. Be love, guys.